Welcome back to Definitely Not Definitive. I'm Ken.
And I'm Bethany.
We're just a deadly duo in love. Let us react to some death battle.
Yeah, we do.
So, new death battle, Hulk versus Godzilla came out, and so we are checking that out today. And you can see all of our death battle reactions and the playlist in the description of this video. The way we do this is we are going to bet after we, go over the first part before the battle itself, and whoever has the most money by Thanksgiving picks our cosplay outfit for New Year's Eve and New Year's Day. So we are even right now.
We are. We're tied up.
All tied up, ready to go. And yeah, so let's get to it.
Hang on. Before we dive in, we haven't heard all the facts yet.
Okay.
Who do you think is going to win? If you had to just off the reputation, Hulk, Godzilla, who wins?
Oh, wow. Okay. Before we listen to the facts.
Yeah.
You
could change your mind.
Gotta go with my boy Hulk if I had a,
Okay.
What about you?
That would have been my guess too.
Okay.
See if they can change our minds. I know, it's Godzilla, but you're okay, you're safe.
I mean, they just had Godzilla stepping on the Hulk.
Godzilla, Marvel's Green Goliath against the king of the monsters.
But he needs going to the blanket.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle. What is
I like that
Hulk?
quote.
Is he man? Is he monster? Or is he both?
He's a mean green smashing machine, the angry son of the Gamma Bomb.
A weapon designed by the greatest gamma scientist of all, Dr. Robert Bruce Banner.
But just before it went off, Bruce had to be a hero and save some dumb schmuck who was hanging around the test site. Damn it, Rick.
That day, Bruce Banner died.
And became the Incredible Hulk, a pissed off giant who must be really glad Bruce wears the purple stretch fit.
Standing 8 feet tall and stronger than 10 million men, the Hulk emerges when Banner's anger flares.
Don't make him angry.
You
won't like him when he's angry.
But it's even more
Like
complex than that.
1980s.
Banner suffers from dissociative
Awesome.
identity disorder, with many different Hulks
might be even earlier than that.
alternate
70s?
personalities.
Like Joe Fixit, the original Grey Hulk. He's a cunning gangster and the only Hulk who's got that drip. But what about when Bruce takes a step back? If he isn't trying to restrain the Hulk, what do you get?
The Green Scar.
The World Breaker!
Without Bruce's temperament,
Ooh,
Hulk's
it hurt
power
though.
and fury surges, mixing Savage's rising strength with the personality and cunning of a warlord. The Green Scar is no mere superhero. He's a king and a conqueror.
Hulk is
Wow.
strong enough to lift 150 billion tons of rock, jump
That's
from
the
New
worst.
Mexico to Florida in a single bound, and shake all the dimensions connected by the crossroads at once. He was pinned down by the spear of Proxima Midnight, which holds the weight of a star, and was fine. And when we say World Breaker, we mean it. While sparring with Red She-Hulk, the two of them shattered a whole planet.
At one point, he was bound in chains forged from the essence of the first firmament, the manifestation of the first universe, which could bind eternity itself. Not even Galactus was capable of saving eternity alone, and the Hulk just broke it by himself.
Maybe Thor should rethink calling himself the strongest Avenger, especially since the Avengers first assembled because none of them could take down Hulk on their own.
Speaking of Thor, the Hulk consistently battles on par with him, even when he held the Odin Force, with which he could command his hammer through infinite distances and match the power of Null, who killed countless Celestials. Even without it, Mjolnir can cross the universe in seconds.
Hulk tore a universe apart with just a clap. Good luck with that, Hammerman. The green guy's got way more more going on than just brute strength.
As the Hulk's power stems from gamma, he could utilize and absorb it and other radiation in various ways.
Yeah, like regenerating from fatal wounds. Even getting ripped apart by Wolverine barely slows him down.
And the angrier he gets, the more regenerating cells his body produces.
It gets weirder. Did you know that if he absorbs enough gamma, he can shoot lasers from his eyes?
I actually did not know that.
Read people's minds?
Okay.
Oh, also, he can see ghosts. Give him a good old-fashioned Hulk smash.
Hulk can break through the boundaries of comic book borders themselves into the empty white between panels, a gutter space beyond time and concept.
What, like how She-Hulk can for some reason break the fourth wall and talk to the reader? Oh, wait, that makes sense now. It's all gamma.
Exactly. In real life, gamma rays are electromagnetic radiation similar to X-rays.
But in Marvel Comics, gamma comes from hell.
On Earth 616, gamma radiation is an electromagnetic frequency that can manifest as either a wave, a particle, or something else. Something that nobody really understands.
Except for Bruce.
That's right. Dr. Banner is a certified genius with 7 PhDs. According to Norman Osborn, he's the 4th smartest person on the planet.
And that's comparing him to big brains like Reed,
I
Dew,
would say, yeah.
and Tony.
Banner built the Her Collider Synchrotron, a machine that can scan the entire multiverse with the speed of a hypermind. He created the
Wow.
Gamma Core, which could rupture space-time between universes. He built an interstellar radio on a deserted planet without any pre-established technology. He wired up Hulk like a starship, piloting him from the mindscape within. He even built an ultimate nullifier. In fact, the original intent of his Gamma Bomb was to be non-lethal, only targeting inorganic material.
But Thunderbolt Ross wanted something with a bit more boom. Hey, can't blame him.
Fearing its ramifications, Banner developed the Gamma Bomb on his own, keeping its design secret. In the process, he tapped into an unknown form of gamma energy that breaks down reality and mutates it beyond actuality. On that fateful day, he opened the Green Door.
You know how we said the bomb killed Bruce? That wasn't some flowery metaphor or whatever. He died and came back as Hulk.
Back from the below place, the hell beneath hell, the
What?
lowest possible dimension of reality.
It's trippy, but whenever Hulk dies, he goes there. Then a green door opens and he goes back to where he was before. Easy as that. It doesn't matter if he's been atomized, sliced up into jars, or digested by werewolves.
Oof.
If he goes through the door, he's back, ready to rumble. The green door did get locked into a red door, but he's easily broken through it multiple times. Not a problem.
It turns out that third form of gamma, this anomaly from the bedrock of hell, spawns from none other than the one below all, the dark side of the one above all.
That's right, God has a Hulk, and it wants Bruce to bring about the end of all things. But Hulk just said, nah.
So, what is the Hulk? An uncontrollable monster? A prison for a tortured soul? A super weapon for Armageddon?
Don't overthink it, Wiz. Hulk is
Oh, that was
Hulk,
Jeff!
And Hulk's the strongest one there is.
Oh, you bastard!
Sacred beast of the apocalypse.
The year was 1946. The press gathered at Bikini Atoll to witness the power of the nuclear bomb. But many leagues beneath their feet, something ancient stirred.
Godzilla, the king of the monsters. He was pretty pissed off over the worst wake-up ever, so he swam to Japan for one hell of a crash out.
Japan was still recovering from the war, so seeing this mutilated radioactive monster towering high like a mushroom cloud wasn't just frightening, it seemed prophetic. The bomb was just the beginning. Man had sparked the end of times.
Complete with googly eyes. And the most epic roar ever.
Yeah.
Over the years, there have been many iterations of the beast.
Between movies, TV, comics, and cartoons, there's at least 27 different Godzillas stomping around. Not including Manila, the Scrappy Doo of kaiju. Sorry, that's insulting to Scrappy Doo.
Despite the variety, Godzilla is somewhat consistent, so we'll examine his entire history, focusing on the larger releases. In most iterations, Godzilla is a rare theropod that went
President of
dormant
the
for
USA
millions
in
of
Looney
years
Tunes?
before nuclear bombs mutated it into a gargantuan radioactive monster.
Standing 165 feet tall, at minimum, Koji smashes through skyscrapers with ease. He's so casual about bullets and rockets, they might as well be gnats. And the bombs did so much more than just pump up his size. He's got atomic breath.
A concentrated beam or spray of radioactive heat. With an estimated range of 1,100 miles, it can exceed 500,000 degrees Celsius, almost 90 times hotter than the surface of the sun.
Damn.
Depending
damn.
on how much radiation he's absorbed, or life energy from a giant pterodactyl, he can do way more with it.
His red spiral ray is a supercharged version that doubles in heat and power, and spins.
Or he can blast it out of his back and fly. Well, he could always do that, I guess. Look at him go.
With enough energy built up, Godzilla can blast a nuclear pulse out of his whole body, creating a massive wave of atomic destruction.
His breathing laser can even break through dimensions, like when he found himself face to face with a giant mech piloted by Hatsune Miku.
There's also a number of era-exclusive powers. Shin Godzilla can fire rays from his tail.
And Hanna-Barbera Godzilla can fire rays from his eyes. Pew, pew.
Effectively a living nuclear reactor, Shin possesses a natural phased array radar that can detect and attack threats automatically. And Godzilla Earth, who grew over 1,000 feet tall across 2,000 years, could make a barrier only penetrable by kaiju that can bypass physics.
And don't forget, Big G can bow with the best of them. After Charles Barkley got him his own pair of Nikes, Godzilla got busy.
You know, it's kind of hard to emphasize just how impressively terrifying Godzilla can be when you're bringing up this sort of thing.
Oh yeah? Why don't you find a better spokesperson for Dr. Pepper? Fine, let's talk about when his presence boiled the entire Arctic Ocean, or how he picked up and threw Biolante, which weighed 200,000 tons, or when he no-sold not one, not two, but 3 meteors.
Including the Permian period extinction event that happened about 200 million years ago.
Then he went to hell, fought some fucked up versions of God and Satan, and
What?
atomic breath that Space Godzilla so hard that he blew up the whole planet. That's scary enough for you? God, I want a Dr. Pepper.
With such awesome might, he's battled the most dangerous of foes, like King Ghidorah and Gigan. In Godzilla vs. Megalon, Gigan flew from the M Hunter Nebula to Earth in 24 seconds, and that nebula is 30,000 light years away.
But sadly, OG Goji got done in by the cruelest weapon ever.
The Oxygen Destroyer. Developed in secret by Dr. Serizawa, this weapon could suffocate and liquefy molecules. The ramifications of such a weapon were so detrimental, Serizawa took the secrets of its design to his early grave.
Great action.
He got lucky. It doesn't matter what you throw at Godzilla. He never really dies. You can blow up his head, explode him from the inside, or crush him in a black hole. Then he'll come back.
Or evolve into an even more powerful form. Godzilla's always possessed heightened adaptation, but many iterations clearly showcase instantaneous evolution.
And super forms. He's gone full shonen and powered up a few times. So much so, he almost kicked off a nuclear winter just by existing.
Even the Oxygen Destroyer could not permanently end the first Godzilla. His ghost possessed a robot, his bones summoned another Godzilla, and he rose as an undead revenant hell-bent on destroying Japan.
Okay, why
Okay,
Japan?
they both have
Couldn't
crazy
he
resurrection
pick on
powers.
Some other country?
He stomped around the Americas a few times, but it just isn't the same. Godzilla is intrinsically linked with Japan, a symbol of both their devastation and resilience. A reminder of the threat of nuclear war and what awaits those who peer too deeply into the unknown. But also, Japan's in Godzilla's perceived territory. To him, a stomping through Osaka is just another patrol.
He's not always so bad, though. He can be super protective, defending other monsters, his own kid, and sometimes even people. I'd say there's 2 types of Godzillas, the monster of nature's wrath and the guardian of planet Earth.
Well, there is a third type, but to understand that, we should first answer a question. How does Godzilla walk?
On 2 legs, Wiz, obviously.
But according to Square Cube law, those legs should be crushed under his own weight.
Oh, God, here we go again.
A creature like Godzilla cannot realistically exist. This proved to be an elusive question for decades, even highlighted in Shin Godzilla, until a new theory was presented in the anime Singular Point. If Godzilla can't exist in our reality, what if he's from a different one?
What? Like he's an alien from another dimension? dimension?
Exactly. What if all kaiju come from a higher plane of existence with no regard for the known laws of physics? This dimension enters our reality in the form of archetype, a transtemporal conceptual particle.
It's that red dust that's floating all over the place.
This archetype can enter any timeline to terraform the Earth and all of reality so that kaiju can exist. This theoretically explains why various Godzillas appear in so many universes. They all trace back to one singular point: Godzilla Ultima.
Sporting the wide grin of a demonic Oni, Ultima is vicious. Just walking through Tokyo,
Speaking of Final Fantasy, Ultima.
earthquakes around Japan. Even his own blood is a weapon.
Over 300 feet tall and growing ever more as archetype distorts the universe,
I had no idea about all this for
existence implies
Godzilla.
a far
Right.
more complex origin for all Godzillas. Godzilla is a test for humanity, a challenge laid out by an eldritch entity from a dimension we are incapable of perceiving or comprehending.
It's kind of like how when we move an object and its shadow changes. We get why that happened. But to someone who exists in only a 2D plane, the shadow looks like it just randomly transformed into something totally different. Crazy to think about. Come a really long way from Big Lizard Smash Building, huh?
This shadow, this wannabe god, desires to play with and destroy every single universe.
And Godzilla is its avatar.
Through Ultima, this entity sees the universe as an interactable fiction and can control causality. Ultima himself is a singular point, one of many gateways through which the entity can tamper with reality.
Think of it this way. If something happens that the entity doesn't like, it can just say, that thing didn't actually happen, and presto, it no longer happened.
That's not to say such an event can't happen in the moment of occurrence, but the entity disconnects cause and effect and nullifies events in retrospect without regard for time.
And now my head hurts. TLDR, Ultima tried to bring about a catastrophe that would end the universe in like a week's time. So, a wacky robot and a time-traveling Alexa used a supercomputer and this familiar-looking doohickey
The orthogonal diagonalizer.
to zap all of Archetype into its final form, cutting off the entity's connection to the universe.
But not killing it, because while each Godzilla has its differences, one thing remains certain.
Godzilla is immortal, and that makes him the king.
Godzilla for 10.
Ooh, I got Hulk for 5. This was gonna have a 0 after it initially when I first saw this lineup. I'm just like, there is no fucking way Godzilla is gonna be able to take on the Hulk, because I just know nothing really. I didn't know much about Godzilla, and I'm thinking, I'm like, Godzilla like goes by. I mean, just like I thought about the world of Godzilla, and it's a lot smaller than like the Marvel universe in general. So I'm just like, so Hulk just has a lot more to draw from than Godzilla. Like, you know, the power scale is just a lot bigger in the Marvel universe than it is in Godzilla's world. But now with like the whole, I mean, Godzilla anime, and I know there were Godzilla comic books and everything, and the fact of like this Ultima Godzilla, and you know, both of them are immortal. So I don't know how this is gonna end, but like, so I went with who I want to cheer for, I guess. So I went with Hulk.
My strategy was I would traditionally cheer for the Hulk. So if the Hulk wins, I still get to win. Godzilla wins, now I get to win too. The immortality thing to me kind of felt like it canceled each other out. They both have a ton of power and they both seem to have a ton of advantages. And the immortality thing I feel like cancels each other out. So I was trying to think of what else there was. And one thing that they said with Godzilla was that he beat someone who like traveled 32 speed of light distances in like a matter of seconds. So I was like, okay, he's beaten someone crazy fast. And that's kind of a different advantage that the Hulk doesn't necessarily have. So if that equates to Godzilla having some speed effect, that might be that like sort of thing that sets him over the edge. But there's also a part of me that's like, they've pretty much said Godzilla's going to win. So he's definitely going to lose.
Yeah, I mean, like the speed and the strength. I guess I got to start thinking about it, how they have set it up this season and everything with like, okay, they look at the speed, they look at like 4 factors or whatever for the, you know, to see who would win. You're right, like speed, Godzilla would probably win. Strength, they might call it even, but I think the Hulk would win. And then if they go over like maybe durability and maybe experience, I don't know, durability might be a tie. And then experience, I think the Hulk maybe has more experience, but we'll see.
All right, the combatants are set, and we've run the data through all possibilities.
It's time for a death battle!
Whatever it is, this is gonna be an epic fight.
I expect nothing less. Alright, I like how it's animated.
Mm-hmm. There's that scream.
Godzilla has reached the city. So far, the evacuation is... Wait, look!
Jamok! It's that best you got, bitch. Ha! Oh!
All right, Hulk. Time for me to take over. We don't want any trouble.
No! Hulk stays!
Oh, they're gonna have Banner lose it from.
Oh, he's angry now. Yeah, but see, I feel like your radiation and stuff is gonna radiation
Make him
gamma,
stronger.
like, I feel like it's gonna cancel each other out. Yeah,
Yeah.
they'll like both pump each other up.
Strong ice can the world!
Oh! Keeps evolving. This is fun. He gets to kill Godzilla a bunch of different times. Godzilla gets to evolve until he eventually kills Hulk.
Definitely feels
Cool.
like this would end the planet.
Yeah, pretty much. And now they're in space.
Stupid lizard.
I don't think it's over.
Oh, here we go. Ultimate form.
I think I understand.
Ah, I mean, Bruce is gonna save him. Bruce can figure it out because he's the fourth smartest person.
I was wondering if the intelligence was going to be the deciding factor.
Days since the battle began, and the red dust is spreading. Godzilla has grown in size, but we believe we are...
You are dead.
How does it work?
Well, smash. A million, trillion to one and rising. That's the odds. Chance to nullify the madness behind the monster. 2 + 2 is 5. A right angle is 80 degrees. This element is beyond what we can perceive. Like gamma. 1,000 times. A million. A trillion. I just need one.
The nerd wins with math in the end. One thing Godzilla can't defeat.
Cool visuals with this.
Mm-hmm.
You did it, big guy. We did it.
Nice.
Oh,
Okay.
Run this by me. What happened?
It's complicated, so let's break this down into 3 categories. First up, power. Most versions of Godzilla can shrug off black holes and extinction-level events, tag beyond light-speed foes like Gigan, blow up planets. However, the Hulk is beyond that.
The big guy clapped a universe to bits and shook the infinite dimensions linked to the crossroads. In a straight fight with a classic Godzilla, 616 Hulk smashes the power advantage.
But factoring in Ultima changes things. The entity sees all of space-time and can manipulate its results at a whim. No matter how strong the Hulk got, Ultima could potentially negate it.
But Hulk broke chains made of the first firmament, which could overwhelm eternity.
An abstract concept of a being not entirely unlike Ultima's entity.
Even a small piece of the first firmament could break the multiverse. Plus, Hulk kept up with Odin Force Thor, who is also on a celestial level of power.
So the gap in power becomes nebulous. Still, unless Hulk could remove Ultima from the equation, neither held a clear advantage in power and stats.
Especially when you look at their immortality.
This was practically a never-ending death loop. Even with their healing factors, both could technically kill each other, but then just come right back.
The green door instantly appears when Hulk goes to the below place, and the higher dimensional entity could always summon a replacement Godzilla avatar. So both Hulk and Godzilla could not stay dead.
Unless they could somehow prevent what was happening in those other dimensions. So let's examine the layers of their multiverses. Marvel's Cosmos has infinite higher dimensions, which themselves are transcended by the astral plane, the superflow, and so on until you reach the House of Ideas, the domain of the one above all.
Since the one below all mirrors the one above all, the below place mirrors the House of Ideas. Get it?
In comparison, the cosmos of Godzilla's multiverse is just as vast and infinite, but does not have the same sort of transcending layers above and below. This means the below place, the Hulk's respawn point and source of power, is out of the entity's reach.
So the real question is, if they both can't die and Ultima's entity can't affect the below place, could Hulk somehow stop the entity before it destroyed the universe?
It all comes down to Gamma and Archetype. Ultima was defeated in the anime by using a trans-temporal super-dimension calculator operating at infinite speeds to activate the orthogonal diagonalizer, turning
Orthogonal
Archetype
diagonal.
against itself.
Fun word to say.
Ultima endlessly spews this stuff, so there's plenty to work with. And Hulk can reach into comic book gutter space, so he should be able to reach through a singular point. But that's not enough.
Fortunately for Hulk, it just so happens he knows someone who, like scientists who have defeated Godzilla in the past, is an expert on particles from a greater dimension that mutate reality beyond our understanding.
Who made a device with those particles that breaks space-time, like the diagonalizer? Who made a supercomputer that scanned the infinite multiverse with the speed of a hypermind, like the dimension calculator? Hell, the guy made an interstellar radio out of sticks and stones in a matter of days, and even built an ultimate nullifier. It's like he was made for this.
The Green Door waits for no Hulk, including Banner. Even if Ultima's catastrophe destroyed the universe, the door could deposit Banner in a different universe, and he could continue the fight.
He had all the time in the infinite multiverse.
There was only one way this could end, and only one person who could make it so.
Even among gods and monsters, man was the Ultima weapon.
The winner is Bruce Banner.
Next time on Death Battle.
Okay, I didn't say it was a Hulk. The winner's Bruce Banner.
Yeah.
Ruby.
Subscribe and
Ruby
join
versus
us again
Maka.
to see more Death Battle.
Oh,
Thanks
cool.
For watching.
Yeah, Ruby.
All right, looking forward to that next one.
Yeah, for sure.
Get some more Ruby content finally. While we wait for Volume 10. Anyways, so was just super close, and it came down to the intelligence of Bruce Banner. I thought they were going to make it so that he was going to be like, I don't know, the Achilles heel, but he ended up being the savior.
Yeah, I mean, really, I don't think either one of us had an advantage in terms of like points here because it was Bruce Banner. It was not Hulk or Godzilla. So I think like really we're still tied.
Yeah, that's not the way it goes.
Had to try.
Judges say no. Sorry, can't pull that. Hulk won.
Whatever.
The battle itself was awesome because like we got to see, like I said, a ton of deaths in there. He killed Godzilla a bunch of times.
Yeah, I love how they said, basically Bruce Banner had all the time in the world to figure this out because like they can just keep killing each other and just keep respawning. I feel like in terms of the breakdown of like the different areas that they kind of are ranking for advantages and different disadvantages. I don't know if there's ever been this close where like it's been tied in all respects except one. I feel like sometimes it's tied, sometimes one wins one and another wins another, which ultimately I guess kind of cancel each other out. But I think this is the first time where it seems like a dead heat, even tied on everything except that one.
No, I think that maybe it was even last time that they had it where it was tied and like one was like one broke it. Or maybe I think you're right. They might have it where it's like it ends up being tied because like they do 1 and 1 and then one thing is tied, but like it's been
That's
like
what I'm
tied.
saying.
Okay, yeah, that's what you're saying. Yeah.
So like in terms of like close matchups, it feels like these two were maybe some of the most evenly matched that we've seen in a death battle.
Yeah, I think so. Let us know what you thought about this down below in the comments. And if you want to see more Death Battle reactions, we have a playlist for you.
Yeah.
Thanks for seeing our reaction for Death Battle Hulk versus Godzilla, but just keep in mind
that our reaction is definitely not definitive.